Howdy DC On Screen fans, how would you like a piece of original artwork from one of us here at DC On Screen?
Alright, we're aware that you've never thought of that before, but here's the deal. We need your help. Because the internet is a giant monster that requires numbers and regular feeding times. And then these algorithm things that are like our personal demons that we can't defeat alone. Do the right thing. Go over to iTunes. Give us a 5-star review or a more honest review if you feel absolutely led to. And then email us at dconscreen@gmail.com. What we're going to need you to do is just write in an address. Tell us who you are. Give us whatever address you want us to send you something at. You know, if you don't want us to know where you live, send it to your neighbors and go steal his mail, whatever.
Yeah.
Just give us that, and then we need you to write Dave or Jason, and then we need you to write the name of a character. We're going to send you a piece of artwork. All I can say about it is that one of us is a good artist and one of us is not. If you've actually been listening to every episode, you might know the secret answer to that, to who you should really ask. But hey, or toss a coin.
Man, you know, once you get the picture from us, take a picture of it or scan it or something. And send it back to us, and we'll put it on Facebook, just like we do with your DC loot.
Yeah. Send it back with like critiques if you want to. We don't give a fuck, you know. Draw over it, you know. Pull a Deadpool. Right? Whatever.
One of us might cry.
We'll both probably cry. But whatever. Point is, you know, it's come that time. It's the classic call to action. We need to get out there. We need to get a little bit of the review game going. And this is our humble offering.
Yeah, humble offering. Very humble. I couldn't say it any better myself, man. That was a good pitch.
Oh, thank you.
All right, with that said, settle in for a new episode of DC On Screen. Welcome into DC On Screen. I'm your host, David C. Robertson. This is my co-host, Jason.
Oh, yeah.
So, this episode, we're going to be talking about Supergirl 113, for the girl who has everything.
A title you should all be vaguely familiar with, at least.
A title, well, not all. I mean, well, you should
vaguely.
All be
Approximate
vaguely familiar
knowledge.
with it. You should all be intimately familiar with it, as far as I'm concerned. But
time and space only allow for so many things in a day. I get that, but
well, you know,
probably run across for the man who has everything.
Yeah, I try to be forgiving.
Where Alan Moore's concerned, you have trouble. I understand.
Well, you know, Alan Moore's one of those where if someone's like, "Oh, I don't know who that is," I'm like, "You moron! What's wrong with you?" Wait, no, Dave, you have to stop yourself. And then, you know, you have to also be forgiving of Alan Moore to continue to enjoy him, because I'm like, I've read some of your stuff, and you get weird, man.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
You and your weird fairy tale pedophile crap.
Yeah, there's some strange stuff in there. But there's some amazing stuff in there.
Yeah. Friggin' Alan Moore, man.
Mm-hmm.
Won't be quite traveling down the rabbit hole that far, though, because this episode of Supergirl isn't really a whole lot like the For the Man Who Has Everything comic.
No, it is not. They pulled out the Black Mercy, and well, I'm done.
So yeah,
I'm done listing the things that were really. I mean, you know, she's back on Krypton.
Yeah,
and that's similar. And she's with her family that she never really got to know too much, which is still there. Complete with imaginary family members, because Clark was way older than or Kal-El was way older than he should have been.
Was he?
Yeah, he was a baby. He was a weeb thing.
But no, he was a baby when she. Well, okay, he was a baby when she was like.
No. Yeah,
13 or whatever.
He's the right age if this happened, but it didn't happen. So he's an imaginary figure as far as I'm concerned. He's an imagined version of something.
Mm-hmm. But he was still like age appropriate for the time.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that
if they'd stayed on
she
Krypton.
Doesn't actually know what he was like at that time, so she's imagining that part.
Yeah.
Much as Kal in the original story was imagining, you know, his son and so on.
Sure.
Yeah, that's how far I'm having to stretch to find all the similar points.
Well, she doesn't really stay on Krypton very long. Like, I think it would have been interesting if like maybe she had like a fiance or a husband or something, and a family of her own, rather than like her mother, her father, blah blah blah. Like maybe like a character who was like an amalgamation of Adam and James or something, who was like the perfect Krypton guy. Because I mean, that's what we've been seeing. We haven't really seen her, like, honestly, like she's looked at her mother a lot, but she hasn't talked anything about her dad. So
no, poor.
It was kind of weird to see him.
Just gone unmentioned. I don't even think they used his name in this episode, did they?
Yeah. Well, if you want some Zor-El fun, go watch Smallville, buddy.
Yeah. And I'm not going to take off. I'm fine with who they used because Kara, as a developing person, is only at about that stage in her life. She's not. I mean, she just turned away a pretty decent guy the last episode. Like, she's not looking for a family yet. So her fantasy world would be, the family she had known, not the family she's looking to grow. That part drives for me.
I've been real confused as to what she's actually looking for, and I don't think the writers know either.
Yeah, she doesn't have like a personal anything she's doing in particular. That's maybe you couldn't shoot an arrow straight through the season so far, except that she was she's trying to find her place, trying to feel normal, I guess. I mean, so far Adam had the best advice that she's been given in the entire show. No one feels normal.
Yeah, I guess that's fine. When the Black Mercy looks good, it's perfect.
Looks great when it looks good.
When it looks good. Like, you will see, and, if you're listening to this, you better have already seen it, because we're going to get super spoilery on this. But Black Mercy, the tendrils move, and they look perfect, and I was so happy until they didn't move.
Yeah.
So about every fourth shot, the tendrils move, and the thing looks alive, and then it doesn't. It looks fake as hell for, like, the next 3 or 4 shots. And then we come back and it's moving again. And I'm like, I could have dealt with, like, I understand that you guys have a budget, but I could have dealt with not seeing that robot that wakes Kara up and on Krypton. Or
that robot looked fucking phenomenal. I want that robot.
Yeah.
But you also brought up the plane that flies into the scene. Now, that could have gone. You don't need the plane flying over the city.
No, yeah. They had a lot of little flying cars and stuff in the city.
I would have sacrificed
whenever
those.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I would have sacrificed those first. There were certain things I would have gone with first, and then moved on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, number one, you wanna cut the budget with an actor? What's that, Non? What's that? You put the Black Mercy on my niece?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I'm gonna take out your tongue.
Right. Yeah. He's like, through this episode, the first time you see her and Non talking, like, I'm sorry, who's in charge exactly? Because it just looks like you're letting your little man here run rampant. It looks like he does kind of whatever the fuck he wants, and then explains himself to you, and you're like, oh, okay. I'm pretty sure you were supposed to be in charge. But then, she finally at the end of the episode puts her actual, like, no, I'm in charge here face on. You go, oh, I get it. She can be scary. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. But, well, that was short-lived.
The only thing scary about her is watching her try to act, which I don't understand, because she was good in Go On.
She was so really damn good in Go On. I don't think she's getting good lines right now. And it's the Kryptonian dialect is just so weird and like faux Shakespearean. I don't dig that. I just they don't have vulgarisms at all. That's not acceptable. Like, I would love to hear at some point, but by the great heart of Rao. Throw one of those in there for fuck's sake.
Yeah, so good Krypton effects. Maybe even too good. When you look at how, like, the Black Mercy factors in so heavily that I kind of wish they'd switched it up a little bit.
It looked so much more menacing when it was tenderly, right?
Yeah. Allocating some
looked like
some
something
more
you actually should be afraid of, rather than just like, why won't someone get this giant piece of latex off my chest?
Oh man, I loved this exchange between I think it was James and Hank.
I'm pretty sure I wrote down exactly the same thing you did.
If something happens to her, I'm coming back for you. If something happens to her, I won't stop you.
Yep. Yeah, I bothered writing that down word for word. It was so good.
Yeah, me too.
Like, by the time you said there was an exchange, I'm like, I know exactly where you're going with this, Dave. It was great. It was that good. It was that good.
Going back to Non, though, and Astra, did you feel like Astra kind of deduced what he did a little too quickly? Like, I don't remember the exact
line. Out of a
line.
Universe worth of things, he kind of gives you, like, I assure you, I followed your instructions to the letter. And then
she's like, you use the Black Mercy.
She's as happy as she could possibly be. Yeah, he just kind of...
yeah.
She's, a whole universe worth of Kryptonian / everything they found on the way here / everything that's in that giant jail, which apparently involves several kinds of aliens. Mm-hmm. She went, nope, got it, Black Mercy. You dick. Tell you what, if she can do that, don't fucking play poker with Astra.
Yeah, this is the
I don't
first
know, I got
time
a half-decent hand here. You got 3 jacks. Fuck, how'd you do that?
This is the first time I felt like, I felt like we were watching What If Leela and Zap Brannigan actually got married.
No, that's not true. No. Leela would have put the kibosh on Zap long ago.
I assure you, Leela, she is as happy as she could possibly be. Ah, crap. You used the Black Mercy, didn't you? I hate nonsense.
I did, in my finest suit. Show it to her, Kif.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised.
It's impossible to think of Zap and not hear that line.
What is it? Double yes. Guilty.
Yeah, it's what is it? Yeah, say 1 beep for yes and 2 beeps for no. Beep beep. Double yes. Guilty.
Oh man, guys, watch Futurama. I'm sorry.
Go give your heart some joy. I've already pitched that 1,000 times, haven't I? Let's keep a counter on that. I'm probably up to at least the second or third dozen. Oh well.
I don't know.
I do love it. I regret nothing.
Yeah, we have recently had some people write in and tell us that they're watching the show or listening to our show from the very beginning, and I kind of wish, I feel bad about asking them to do it now because it's already been so long, but I kind of wish I'd been like, hey guys, can you count a couple of things for us?
Keep track of all the Futurama references.
Right. So,
what else did we have? Oh, yeah, Hank does a pretty funny, I'm sorry, she does a pretty funny Hank is what I mean to say. I liked how she played this. It was, she gave it that little hint of military tone and does a terrible job.
Well,
but I at some point during that you're thinking like, all right, so the moment she starts to do the alligator tears, all I'm thinking at that, I know it's Melissa Benoist acting, but within the context of the show, I'm still thinking like, wait, that means Hank can do a fake cry? Like, Hank Henshaw can fake cry? Cool. Don't know when we'll actually see that, but that'd be delightful.
Well, you know what I wrote down?
What was that?
That woman makes me miss my alien prison.
Yeah, normally we normally have like some line in here where Kat steals the show, and I think this time it was Hank Benoist that did it instead.
Right.
But still in reference to Kat. She plays a wonderful straight man for him.
Mm-hmm. Did Kara actually break up with Adam last episode?
I think it was last episode. Let me
Okay.
refer to a note or two. Yep.
I felt like for
last
some
episode.
reason. Okay. All right. Calm down, Rush.
The notes were quickly available. Damn.
Far be it from me to to make any real comparison to Rush Limbaugh on this show, but the violent rustling of paper.
Look, I keep analog notes. Damn it.
If you'll recall, last episode we talked about hold on, Snurdly.
Well, that was annoying. I apologize, listeners.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'll try to edit down the sound of pages rustling.
Oh no, it's wonderful.
It's been known to drive the greatest of men mad.
I did enjoy the, you guys are sisters. What does that make us? Nothing.
Right. But through the course of this episode, dude, Alex is a fucking bulldog. I kind of love her. She's just aggressive as all hell, and it's fun. Mm-hmm. Like empties a clip on Astra before she pulls out the other one. Max Lord never had I know he's like sitting in a cage waiting to be attacked, but in the best of circumstances, I don't think he had a chance the way she comes at him. Although it does come at a cost, because as they explain, they're breaking into to Kara's apartment to check on her. Like, dude, Alex, you really probably do have a key, and doors cost money. Like, her landlord's totally going to be asking her about that fucking door and probably overcharge her to have it fixed.
Mm-hmm.
She gets, an assistant's salary. A bit rude.
Well,
a bit rude. A bit aggro.
It's not like, she can just go to Hank and be like, hey, can we get her another door that looks like this one? All right.
No, he's gonna tell her, do you think the DEO has an account at Home Depot? That's what he's going to tell her.
Yeah, he will say that before he acquiesces.
I agree.
Before he sighs and he puts his head down. All right, talk to Simmons in accounting. All right. Like, you got to stop firing clips into Kryptonians. You know it doesn't work.
Right. It just ricochets every damn where. Like, you probably destroyed 3 or 4 things that Kara loves in that apartment.
Yeah. I'm sitting there watching her firing, and I'm going, okay, are you going to throw the gun too? When you run out, are you going to throw the gun?
I would have enjoyed that.
That's what everybody does.
I would have enjoyed
everybody
that.
does. They shoot at Superman, and then they look confused and throw the gun at him. That's going to work.
I might. I know throwing the gun seems nonsensical, but, if you've just fired, like, how many, 6 to 12 to 13, whatever your clip has. If you just emptied it at somebody and they're still standing there glaring at you, like, at that point, there's a bit of insanity that ensues. You just mentally, you kind of go, ah, and just throw whatever's in your hands at them.
Yeah, you would do that, and it would be hilarious, and you would know it was hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I might have the small victory of being able to laugh at myself before I get killed.
Right.
That's all I've really hoped for in life. Maybe it'll be a good joke when I'm out.
That's all we really hope for. Like, that's all I hope for.
Right. I just want my death to be ironic in some capacity.
Yeah.
So you had a problem with the monologue heavy back half of the episode, huh?
I did. There was just so much. What did I call it last night?
I don't remember. I called it a soliloquy.
Shocker, guys. Sometimes we talk about this stuff before we talk to you.
That's an irresistible urge.
Referred to it. It is. You referred to it as a soliloquy.
I don't remember well enough the monologue soliloquy distinction. Someone will have to correct me if they remember
like
their theater terms better.
It's like television emotional exposition speeches like they have. Where they're like, blah, 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 and I know now that I thought before, and now I know that blah, 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 family, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, shut up.
Yeah, like, the thing is, though, I noticed how many speeches there were, but they're still pretty good speeches. Like, if they'd spread them out, I don't think you would have noticed. It's when they put them all together like that, they were kind of I mean, I had feels at several moments during this episode. Like,
I never have feels.
I know, you're an unfeeling bastard, but I love you anyway.
No. No. I'm not an unfeeling bastard.
No, I've seen you cry.
Well,
I've seen you watch many a Bat product and cry.
Well, yeah, but you got to hit me right. I mean, standing there, expositing emotionally doesn't really do it for me. Like, well, Kara, you have got to come back to Earth. They are not your family, even though they are, but it's not real. And I'm your sister, and I know that shut up.
Yeah, none of that got me, but the simple line, I need my sister, was pretty effective. That's where it got human for me. I need my sister.
I was far too annoyed by that point.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
coming out of that dream, though, coming out of the whole thing, though, I loved a lot more. Like, the way she turns back and just says, "Who did this to me?" I thought, oh, man. I mean,
yeah, that was badass.
I really don't want to be the person who did this to her right now.
That was badass. I thought any second now, I'm like, oh, we're about to get some laser vision, y'all. We got to get some laser vision, y'all. I thought she was going to, like, zap the Black Mercy. Like,
I thought she was actually going to go put her foot on it and just squish it a little bit. I thought that was the move I was about to see. Just step on it on the way out.
She just walks over to the Black Mercy. She says, Black Mercy. They say mercy is the mark of a great man. Squish. I'm a good man.
I'm okay.
Squish. I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Firefly, y'all. Go check out Firefly.
I really do like seeing Supergirl angry. She does angry really well. And
she does it really well.
This was a pretty good version of it. I mean, she goes from just being stunned because you were just in an entirely different reality. And coming back to this one, it was, oh man, it was brutal. It was damn brutal. But before all that starts, like Hank actually telling Alex, like, I'm starting to see why you trust these guys. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's
See, he said that, and it felt so unearned. I was like, really? Why? And then they moved on. And I went, did they pat you on the back or something at work? Did they make you feel better about Cat Grant? Who, by the way, is really annoying that she hates Kara so much now?
Yeah, I'm hoping that gets resolved pretty quickly.
Ugh.
I don't blame her, though. I mean, like, Kara flips out on the date, and her newly unestranged son suddenly doesn't want to be in the city anymore. She's pissed, man. I mean, I'll give her a couple episodes to be pissed.
Yeah, Kara flipped out on the date. Kara was picked up by an alien and flown away.
Well, no, I mean after the date.
Or a clone.
Sorry, I mean after the date.
Yeah.
When it was just her and her scary, scary emotions.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't know where they're going with that, and I don't.
I think they're going
so
somewhere
bored with
quickly.
all that.
I don't think that's going to go. I don't think they're going to like carry that on. I mean, we got Win back after one episode. I don't think that's going to keep going for too long.
I hope not, because I'm already bored with that.
I really thought Adam was going to be around longer, though. I mean, that's
He'll probably be back.
It's Benoist's real life boyfriend. I kind of figured he'd be sticking around for a second.
Oh, they're married.
Oh, they're married. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I don't know. I kept hearing husband.
Okay.
Hubby.
Well, good for them. Did you get a crack out of it when like it turns out that Wynn is like the best analyst in the DEO?
I could have seen that coming.
I mean,
I could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
If you look at like where Felicity was in season 1 of Arrow, like yeah. I bet you anything they're gonna bring Wynn over to the DEO at some point.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If they don't make him a bad guy first.
I mean, dude's got skills.
Still on the table. It's still on the table. They could still make him a bad guy.
They could. But I gotta admit, our main theory of like him being unrequited and that being the reason is starting to look pretty blown.
It is. It is starting to look pretty blown. And I'm a little happy with that, just because it felt so on the nose to begin with.
A little bit.
Like, I was just, oh man, you guys are going to turn him into a bad guy. You guys are going to turn, because that's seriously what I thought, is like, Kara and James, being Kara and James, are going to turn his little ass into a bad guy. They're just going to make him feel like shit until he finally says, you know what? Boom.
I'm going to break some toys out on your asses.
No, the boom was the toy being broken out on their asses.
Oh, yeah. Boom, boom.
Like, and you know what? Honestly, I kind of would like to see that still. Like, if they do it slowly over the course of a long period of time, like, just slowly watch him, and becoming part of the DEO might actually do that. Might actually help that. Like, watch him start making, poorer and poorer moral decisions. Like, slipping ever so slightly into the gray, and then just perpetual landslide into darkness. That would be kind of amazing to watch.
That'd be fun. While he's doing that, though, let him start kind of designing gadgets that help the team out, and he's still using the toy theme. And at first he justifies it to himself, like he hands him like a stuffed teddy bear that's supposed to do something really awesome, and they kind of look at him like, doesn't this feel a little bit like your dad? And he's like, no, I can use this for good because I'm going to be different, but I'm going to undo everything he did. Oh wait, I'm him. Easy.
And you know what? While he's doing all that, bring in like some genius kid, little Asian kid. Make him be the protege, and he becomes the new Toy Man.
Of course he does. I think he's
like in the comics.
Toy Boy.
No, they call him Toy Man, but he's like a little 13-year-old.
Yeah, I remember.
Who's apparently obsessed with
wears like a half Batman,
boobs.
half Super. Like most of the time, his T-shirts like got the Superman and Batman logos hybrided. I bet.
Yeah, I like that kid.
Yeah, he's a cool kid. What do you call himself? Like the 4th or 5th smartest person on the planet? I don't know. He's up there. He's up there with Holt and everybody.
Yeah. What else we got?
Estra's dead.
Yeah, she is. You know what's annoying though? Non was not even fighting Kara. Like, she's just pummeling the crap out of Non, and he's just like standing there, like,
right,
bat.
Right.
That was annoying. I was like, why aren't you fighting her? You're such a jerk.
I don't know. She looked angry. I might have chosen to try to fight her another day when she was less angry.
I was sitting there going, could you guys have used I'm always down for seeing Martian Manhunter fighting, like as proper Martian Manhunter, but some of those scenes looked real bad. Could we have done that with when there wasn't like a whole Krypton thing going on in the episode and a Black Mercy?
kind of, yeah. Just and
Could we have just put all of the money into the Martian Manhunter fight sequence at the end?
well, you kind of can't have them everywhere.
In a separate
and something
episode.
I wish they would start doing so that they could really. I think it would save them some money too. Is like you don't have. I love seeing him as Martian, but I don't have to. I know he is. I know he's. When he's Hank, I'm still good, and it's not like he loses his Martian strength or any of that other stuff when he's Hank. Just make Hank's eyes glow red and have him fight.
Yeah.
Real cheap.
I
at least
mean,
comparatively. I'm still happy, and it'd be kind of fun to watch. Hank flying and showing off that kind of strength out of his Martian character.
Yeah. I think that's the way I would go with it, honestly. Like, I love seeing him as Martian Manhunter too, but at the same time, like, you know what? Right now, there are too many security cameras throughout the city or something. Like, just no one needs to see him turning into that.
Right.
Let's just do this, and then like later he can be outed, and then he can be Martian Manhunter all the time when the show is, proven itself enough to have a budget.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
I don't think it's getting. I mean, it's got a budget, man. I don't think that part's under wraps.
I know.
But for one episode, I don't know how much they could turn in. And they did. They spent a lot of money on this episode.
They did. And, I think it's more of a, here's the amount of money you can spend per season, and they're just trying to allocate properly.
You have cheap episodes, you have other... I mean, there's a reason you have bottle episodes sometimes in shows. It's they go, okay, we can afford to have everyone in one room. What can we do with that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Also, they really did. They threw everything they could at this episode because they were trying to do it right, and I respect that. And I don't... Like, trying to do her version of the man who has everything was... It was a cool idea, and they didn't. I don't want to get onto it for not being the book. I don't want it to be the book. First of all, Justice League did the book just fine. Go find that cartoon as soon as you can. And second, it's not her story anyway. I don't want them to just recreate it. So do another version. And this is okay. This was okay.
Yeah,
I can deal with that. And I'm a little annoyed. Like, on the one hand, I completely understand her idea, and man, I could have written down like you knew he was going to say because you're Supergirl's hero. You knew that was coming. Mm-hmm. If I'd paused it on the line before and asked you to write down exactly the next words, you'd have gotten real close.
Mm-hmm. I did like the line, he says, she always believed Astra could be saved. That's the difference between soldiers and heroes.
Right. Yeah.
That was really good.
That really was.
That was really good.
But man, he, as much as I like that they did that, and as right as I really think he is, the fact that Alex visibly wants to tell her at the end of the episode is disappointing, because that's one of those Arrow-ish kind of lies we're just going to have to live with for a minute. Mm-hmm. And
I hope she just out and out says, I lied to protect myself.
Giving it an old twist, huh?
Giving it the old twist.
Yeah.
I actually wrote down, yay if Astra is actually dead. And then the next line I wrote was, boo if Non is not.
I know. You're gonna get 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2 of those, dude. I'll give it this though. All right. Where does this leave us for the rest of the season? Really, Non is now our main bad guy, which is a good thing because I think he's the kind of guy that gets defeated at the end of the season. And I just really don't like this guy so far.
But what happened to whatever that dude was? Television head. I don't know. We haven't seen him since the pilot. He's even more elusive than the Krypton story in general. I have no idea. Didn't he have bumps on his head?
I really don't even remember.
Happening?
It's been months, man. I don't even remember what he looked like anymore.
I seem to remember it was one of those.
You could have told me he was from Oa, and I would be like, yeah, sure, fine.
Yeah.
Ganthet's
I seem
on the
to
screen.
recall that it was. I seem to recall that it was one of those unfortunate Westmore situations where it was like, oh, hey, look, we cast an actor who wasn't white. We got to put bumps on his head. It's like the dude that did the Klingons in Star Trek.
Yeah.
And every other alien. Like, oh my gosh, dude, come on.
I wonder how many times someone came behind him while he was doing the makeup design going, they don't have ridges, right? We've got it. They don't. They're unridged in the ridge. Okay. Well, you're just going to keep doing that then. Okay. All right.
Right.
We'll be back here coming up with a backup plan for when you inevitably fuck us.
Stop putting ridges on LaForge.
Those are just actual worry lines. Oh my God. Are we paying this man? Has he slept? When was the last time you saw him wander near the crafts table? Someone take him there immediately.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if that cat was just like a. I mean, he was just telling the villain of the week what to do. So maybe he was like a lieutenant or something of Nons or Astra's. I don't know.
Yeah, he just looked like a right-hand dude. Or, well,
I mean, at the end of the pilot, we did see Astra as like the big bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what to do with that guy at this point. I can't even tell if they've just decided to drop him entirely because they haven't mentioned him one more time.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just something they put in there, decided, thought better of. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm always down for them thinking better of things.
Yeah. I kind of wish, I really do. That's something you just almost never fucking see. Is like, I would love to see an EP kind of come out one day and say like, what happened to the storyline? We dropped it. Yeah, we thought about it. We just really didn't like it anymore. Thought we could do better. Just didn't. We didn't like where that was going, so we just dropped it. I mean, sorry.
Well, that's basically what they did with the Book of Revelation storyline on Fringe.
Oh
They're
God,
like,
yeah, we didn't like where it was going.
We did that for like 2 episodes and decided.
It would warm my heart, warm my cockles even if more often an EP like straight up said, yeah, we didn't like it, tried it, moved on. Are y'all ever going to do it again? No, really. We're just going to kind of bury that one. Hope no one notices. It's not even worth going back to fix. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably stop watching a show that did that, but
I'll give you a... If you straight up
you
tell me why you did it and it's that honest, I'll give you a mulligan, sir. I will give you a mulligan. Not too many, obviously. But like, there's a point where you're like, come on, dude, make a show, but finish your damn thought. But I'm going to give you a few mulligans, to be honest.
Well, I don't want to watch False Start the series. So
every episode is named Take 2, Take 3, Take 4, Take 5.
Actually, I think we just made a great show. Like that's our idea. We said it. This sounds amazing. Actually, now that sounds good now. Like
no,
suddenly,
that's actually what networks should do with pilot season rejects. Just air them all as one show called False Start on like Friday nights at 8:30 when no one's giving a goddamn anyway. Just throw in like every pilot you wasted your money on. Just throw it in there as like that's what you do every week. We're just going to show you a new pilot.
That's amazing.
You'll get your money back.
Network should be, dude. They should make a network on that.
Yeah, the pilot network.
Absolutely.
FSN, False Start Network.
Absolutely. And you get to vote, and whichever one you like the most gets to become a series.
Right. They'll actually shop
network.
it out to Netflix when they get out, or they'll get a deal with Hulu or Amazon or somebody and shop it out.
Yeah. But I seriously would. That would be a really cool idea to do False Start the series, where it's just like it's the same actors every week, but every week is a different premise.
I could see that.
And as the show goes on, you start seeing more and more background props from previous episodes, like
like obviously repainted props,
repurposed, just repurposed.
Like if you zoom in HD, you can still see the paint underneath on one spot where they didn't get it really well.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, last week it was an episode about a female lawyer, and then this week, that vase that she had in the background, it's been turned over, and now it's used as like a sci-fi thing. It's got like a a little squeegee pump inside, and we're lit up with fluorescent lights.
Episode 3 is based in a home. It's about a family having trouble, and now like the desk from the lawyer's office is the island kitchen. They just kind of put like a fake range on top and pretended it cooks things.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, put some curtains up instead of the giant fake CGI'd city you put in the background. Instead of that fake shot of Vancouver you shopped in.
Okay. So I am annoyed that Alex didn't tell Kara. I don't want to deal with that lie.
They've done a decent job of wrapping things up quickly. Hopefully this will follow suit.
Yeah. I'm pretty I don't know. It was an okay episode.
I was happy with it.
It was okay. One less Kryptonian.
Yeah.
One less.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well.
It's got to be a good thing, right?
Yeah. Well, let's get to the Master Jailer thing so we can go ahead and get this Krypton thing wrapped up. That's all I want. That's not necessarily wrapped up. What episode was this? What'd you say it was? 113?
Yeah.
We've still got 9 more episodes? 8 or 9? 9. Is it 22, I think?
22, 23, something like that, I think. Yeah.
Well, so in about...
I can look.
On the other hand, no matter what happens, you've only got 6 weeks till whatever they're doing gets interrupted by the Flash. what was it, mid-March? They're doing that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I haven't. I'm not seeing an actual number of episodes. Maybe I'm just not seeing it.
Oh, well.
Oh no! It's got a full season order of 20 episodes.
Oh, 20.
Sorry.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
yeah, they ended on 11, and then they got a back 9. Is that how that worked out? No, that's not quite right.
They got a back 7 or
Back
something.
7?
I remember them saying they had a back 7.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
Are we golfing now?
So we didn't talk about it, but I guess I'll ask. How did you feel about Maxwell Lord actually helping them out at the DEO this week?
Oh yeah, kind of hope that continues.
That would be more interesting, I think, than where they're going with him. He's a lot of fun, but I really don't want to see him just be the I
don't think he's got a wide enough scope to be a good villain, honestly. As an antagonist, he's just a xenophobic, overly intelligent asshole. That's not interesting to me. Like,
I don't need him to be Lex Luthor 2.0.
Yeah,
please.
his philosophies are no different than the Senator that a few episodes ago that the show obviously said was a bad idea, because by the end of the episode she's the moral tale. So they're aware that that's not. It's not enough to make a villain, man. I don't trust aliens. Well, great, okay. I mean, you didn't care about Superman that much. You didn't really care until Supergirl shows up in National. So you don't feel that strongly about it, obviously.
And hopefully there's, I don't know. Hopefully there was actual reason they built up a little tension romantically between he and Alex, and that they've kind of got him in the DEO now, so maybe he can kind of see, oh, she's not terrible. Oh, there are things that are really bad that she's stopping, and well, come on, please.
The fact that they've still got those two having moments together, I have.
That's telling.
I'm holding out hope that at some point he gets the opportunity to risk himself to save her, and he does so. That's what I want.
And then it doesn't turn out to be just a stupid ploy to win her trust so that he can screw her over.
No, he actually thought he was probably going to not come out on top of this one. And they kind of have to all accept, okay, well, maybe he could be a good guy if we let him. But they'll end up come on, just keep him in the cage and give him exactly what he wanted. He just wanted his Netflix account back. It's not too much. He can't bring down the DEO with Netflix.
I kind of didn't think that he was being serious, but, maybe I was wrong.
I mean,
maybe
wouldn't you be serious? You're trapped in a 6-foot-long cage. You can't even lay down on the floor in that bastard. Yeah, let me stream some shit. Let me catch up on some shows.
Can I grab my Netflix and my Hulu account?
Right.
Right.
Oh, well.
It'd be perfect. All right. I think I'm going to call it on this episode of DC On Screen. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm out of Supergirls.
All right. Guys, we are DC On Screen. You can find every episode at dconscreen.com. You can also find us on iTunes. You can find us on Stitcher. We are on Facebook. Facebook.com/DC On Screen. Go over there and like us and talk to us. A bunch of people are doing so, and if you listen to any of the other reviews that we're going to do this week, you'll be hearing some folks giving us some listener feedback. So that's going to be fun. And I don't know if you're interested in checking out another podcast that's similar to ours, but about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Go check out Matt Carroll and Jeff Randall, our buddies over the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast. They're still talking about Agent Carter, which I've yet to catch up on.
Me too.
But
me too. Too much.
I plan on doing that sometime. If I have to load episodes, buy them off of Amazon Prime, and watch them on my freaking phone while I'm at work in private or something, or in secret, I'm gonna have to do that.
It's called a bathroom.
It's called a bathroom. So yeah. Anyway,
the viewing office.
The viewing office. Damn it. Anyway, until next episode, which we're going to be talking about, unfortunately, Lucifer.
It's turning unfortunate.
That's a little preview for what's coming up.
Right.
Until then, keep some DC on your screen.
Also known as Daddy's Quiet Time.
All right. I'm willing to jump right into Lucifer. What do you think?
My Fortress of Porcelain Solitude. Okay, I'm done now.
Okay.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Are you struggling to lose weight and keep it off? Tired of wasting time and money on starvation diets that lead to more frustration and stress? If there was a weight loss solution that could actually work for you, would you try it? Then head to Golo.com.
I'm Steve. I lost 138 pounds in 9 months on Golo.
I'm Amber. I've lost 128 pounds with Golo.
If you're ready to take back control of your life, head to Golo.com now and see how Golo can work for you. That's Golo.com.
My sleep is way better. My inflammation has gone way down. Golo saved my life. I was way overweight. That's what sent me down the path. I wanted to make sure and live for my kid.
I have literally tried everything. I was on the verge of getting gastric bypass surgery, and I saw the Golo commercial, and it was the last thing I tried because it worked.
Join over 2 million people who found a better way to lose weight with Golo. Your healthier and happier life begins at Golo.com. That's Golo.com. Again, Golo.com.